there playing peanuts.
I didn't know one Asian person until I was 26 years old.
That's incredible.
I didn't know one Asian person.
But you saw them around, like at a mall.
But I didn't like wasn't like super interactive. Like I wasn't like, hey man, you guys are Asian. I'm Bert. You guys want to meet up? And you know?
Yeah. But I want to defend it though too. Is that you know what you were running into were fresh off the boat people. You know, when people come here from a different country, they stick Asians. We stick to ourselves, right? We have these little meetings, and you know, like that the guy Cho Sung-hui, the guy that shut up Virginia Tech.
Yeah,
they couldn't get a hold of, none of the news media could get a hold of his parents to interview them because the Asian community harbored them.
Really?
And they took them off the market.
And they left
and
the
then
country.
they sent them into Korea, and no one could interview them or anything. That's how Asians are. We're very secretive.
That's so badass though.
Yeah, you like that?
Like
huh?
I wish, like. I saw Black Panther and I was like, a part of me was like, I wish they had one of these for white guys. Like, you know, obviously.
They do,
yeah, I know. I realized that later. But like,
Batman.
I know.
Yeah.
My point is, Black Panther.
Yeah. If I owed you, let's say 15 years ago.
Okay.
You loaned me $3,000.
Right.
Okay. And then, you know, I'm doing okay now in life, right? But I never brought it up. Would you ever say anything?
No, I talk behind your back.
Oh, okay.
I'd talk behind your back. I'd talk behind your back.
Talk shit.
I would talk shit about you with the people.
I know.
I had a friend.
That's exactly what I do.
I had a friend ask me for $4,000 very recently. And he was like, don't tell your wife. And I was like, I've already told her. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so then my wife's like, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to give him the money. And then I'm just going to hate him. She goes, why would you do that? I go, I'm going to give him the money, hate him, and then I'm going to tell everyone he asked for $4,000. I gave him $4,000. And I was like, and these are, I think, probably, what is, when you just come free, that's not first generation, that's.
First generation is
me.
No, yeah, one before you. That's all these moms are that.
Immigrants.
Yeah, they're immigrants.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that word, but yeah, okay.
You can't say immigrants?
I don't think I'm allowed to.
Well, I know you are. Please say it. It's immigrants.
When I say it comes out with a little more hate.
Yeah.
Watch. So these immigrants.
I see. I feel like you have a noose in your hand.
These fucking immigrants.
Yeah.
No, but so I told one of the moms, I said, I really like this. What is this? He said, it's kimchi. And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah, you know how it's made. She tells me about how it's made. And I go, I find that fascinating that you bury it and then you dig it up. But they didn't do that for them. But I said, I love this. I want more. And she goes, I'll bring you some tomorrow. Brings me a 5-gallon glass jar of kimchi. I ate this kimchi for a fucking year. My neighbor was a chef named Roy Choi. Roy Choi started. So he was my next door neighbor, and our kids are the same age.
Oh, yeah, Roy Choi. Yeah.
You know Roy Choi.
I know Roy Choi. Yeah. Roy Choi.
Roy Choi. What the fuck is it?
I love that.
Do I know Roy Choi?
Oh, yeah.
You know Roy
How do I know
Choi?
Roy
He owns
Choi?
Line
Poke truck.
He owns his restaurants and Line
Yeah, but do
Hotel.
I know him personally?
I think so.
Are you friends?
I love him. I love you, Roy. A couple of times when I've been on the road, the middle act, who I fly out or whoever, will always go. Will sometimes go. Hey, I'm just gonna take off.
Oh.
What do you mean take off? Like take off?
No, like while you're on stage, I'm just gonna go take off.
No, you're not.
Oh.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
And I always
fucking
go,
green
and the bird, I always go, yeah, go have fun. You know what I mean? And then they take off, but then when I'm on stage, I'm thinking about them the whole time. Yeah, I'm getting loud, and I'm like, where the fuck is he? Where's he going? That's so important.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to do a special, and I worked with a person. I won't say anything.
It goes,
This is, by the way, and I worked with a person, and I got off stage Thursday. All shows sold out, right? Great room. Portland Helium.
I like that room.
Yeah. Get off stage Thursday, and I go to the green room. I'm like, where's ... And they're like, oh, they went home. I went, oh. So I texted them. I said, are you feeling sick? And they said, no, just getting to bed early. I went, cool. Friday, 2 shows. After the first show, they're not home. They went for a walk. They got off stage and went for a walk. Show back up for the second show, and I was like, "Hey, you gonna hang out tonight?" And they're like, "Nah, probably not." And I went, "Okay." Saturday comes around, and I'm fucking fuming. I am fuming.
Yeah.
And I say, "Hey, just so you know, you're not that funny."
Yes.
It came out that way?
It came out, it spilled out, and they went, "What?" And I said, "I didn't bring you here because I think you're brilliant.
Oh.
You're not here because you're funny at all. You're here because I need someone to be around. I can't be by myself.
Wow.
And I can't be around. And now I'm stuck. I would rather do a one-man show if you're not going to be here."
Yeah.
And that person was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I can hang out tonight." And I was like, "Yeah. Oh, no, you can't. You're going to hang out tonight. You're going to sit at that bar and you're going to drink. I don't care if you're in fucking rehab. You're going to drink in that fucking bar. And then you're going to tell me how great my show was. You're going to watch my whole show."
Wow.
By the way, barely listen to what I'm saying because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Caution.
But I think Korean math's a lot like playing the violin.
Okay.
Yep.
He's the wrong person to ask.
That
Disagree with what he's saying.
The
Yep.
same way to play the violin is how you learn math in Korean. And Asian math is easier than white math. Don't take my word on this. I kind of listened at this orientation.
Wait.
I'm curious.
Math.
Nope.
Math is
Nope.
this-
It's a universal.
let me say what I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right, and then you can say
I'm
no.
going to call my wife.
Well, no, don't call your wife.
No, because she would know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying is that I thought numbers were a universal thing.
No.
It's not.
But it's how you learn the math.
How
that
you learn the
differs.
math is very different because
It's true.
Korean math was easier to understand than colonial math. So they would teach them math in Korean, and that's why math scores were through the roof. And someone's got to have my back on this, or at least explain what I'm fucking up.
Is that kind of like how Rocky trained and Ivan Drago trained?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Rocky trained in the forest with logs on his back.
Yes.
Chasing chickens.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Ivan Drago had the futuristic. Yeah. And the wires and
graphs, yeah.
tubes and yeah.
And it is all based on the violin. I know
That makes sense. When you're playing music, you see a note, you don't calculate what the note is. You go, "Oh, that's a B, I hit a B." So the way I took Kumons is 3 and 2. You don't go, "What's 3 plus 2?" You go, the combination 3 and 2.
What's Kumons?
Kumon
like
is
a
a
math
mathematic
learning center.
tutorial center.
You motherfucker! I was sitting here hanging out to dry for forever. I want to do this shit.
I wanted to see your explanation. I wanted to see.
Motherfucker! This motherfucker right here.
I know what he just did, and I want to apologize.
You know what he did?
What you just
he let
did,
the
no,
white
what
guy
you-
try to hang himself.
What you just did to my friend, right, was sabotage, and you made him look like a fool, and he's our guest, and I want you to apologize right now.
Mr. Kreischer, I apologize.
Thank you.
Fuck you. I took my tour bus driver and my tour manager. This is not this tour, but the previous one. We were in Columbus, Ohio for the night, and I said, "Hey, let's go out to eat." And they were like, "Okay." And so I took them to Smith & Walensky's, really nice restaurant. And the tour bus driver's like just looking at the menu, and he's, "Well, these prices are out of my price." I go, "I'm paying," and he goes, looks at me, and he goes, "You're paying? Well, then I'm getting the most expensive thing on the menu." And I was like, this tour bus driver was a fucking nightmare. He really was. You know what he said to me one time? He goes, we were in Boston. He goes, one time we're eating breakfast. He goes, "I'm going to ask you a question. Feel free to say no." And I went, the answer is no. I go, "I'll tell you what, don't answer the question. Don't ask the question because I'm going to, if you're thinking I'm going to say no, I'm going to probably say no." And he goes, "Well, I want to run it by you." And I said, don't run it by me. Just know that the answer is no. And he goes, "I was wondering if we could bring my wife on tour." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You want your wife to be on the tour bus living with us? Hey, I want my wife too, asshole." Yeah. Fuck. One time he says, he goes, I was wondering, when you're in Boston, you got 2 shows there, 2 nights, or 4 shows there, you got 2 nights.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I could just take off and go home early. You get a hotel. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, I've already paid for my hotel. It's the tour bus.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay for that. And then it was the most, I hate people like that.
Are you dipping?
No, but
Yeah.
I dipped for a long time.
You did.
Yeah.
Is that bad for you?
Nah. I don't know
She
if
thinks that's
cancer is
really,
real.
She thinks it's bad for you.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really get cancer.
Cancer's not real. He's right.
But
Yeah.
you know, I don't hear. I mean, I hear a lot of people that smoke get lung cancer.
Oral cancer is probably.
But I don't
one of
see
the
people
worst.
like.
You want to look like Roger Ebert with half of his face?
But he didn't dip. He just
What I'm saying is,
ate too much
but he
beef
didn't-
jerky or something.
that's what oral cancer and cancer like that area causes. You
Oh, it
lose
does?
a part of your face.
Yeah, I don't want to look like that.
Dude, that was the picture they passed around to us in baseball when we were kids. It was the guy who just dipped for 4 years and lost his bottom jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they shoot the picture.
Yeah, but it's not real. That's not real. You can't get lip cancer that quick. I mean, Roger Ebert was like 70 or something.
Mm-hmm.
It is real. Oral cancer is very real, but I don't think it shows up that quick unless like you're prone to cancer. I mean, children also get cancer also. That's why everyone should support.
Everything's cancerous. Everything is,
But
parts
is
of
there
it
a
are-
guy? Is there a guy on Earth that dipped since he was 18 and
Yep.
he's now 90 and he doesn't have cancer?
My wife's dad has been chewing tobacco since he was 13. My wife's grandfather chewed tobacco since when he was a child, like 7 probably,
And they have the
until
complete
he was
faces.
90. Yeah, never had. It's a lot of. Also, it's about oral hygiene. I think. I don't know. I'm not certain about this.
Yeah.
Don't take anything I say for fucking truth.
Yeah. But I'm listening.
Yeah, but I think
I'm listening. I like it. Will you be my doctor?
please.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
on
not
my
quitting
own.
anything. I'm not quitting anything. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I
Doc.
think it's about like flossing and, and brushing.
Right, so if I dip and I floss, I use Listerine, and I brush 2 or 3 times a day, I might not get cancer.
Might not? You
Yeah,
won't. You won't.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know why we're ballparking this. Why not take big swings?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. We go together like shama-lama-nama, dimmy-ding-a-dong. Remember the grease?
Yep.
Remember the grease at the end? When they were freaking everyone out? At the end when they're celebrating at the fucking amusement park or whatever?
Or when they're all friends already.
Yeah, they're friends, and then they start singing. Oh, something just came out of my mouth. Was that a tooth? What?
Yeah, something flew.
I just flew out, like a tooth fell out. It's
Oh,
all right.
no,
It's not a
no.
tooth.
It's not a tooth.
No, so at the end of the. So at the end of the, end of Greece.
When can I start talking?
No, you can't. So at the end of at the end of Greece, I know you can't. It's not a part. It's not a part.
I gotta talk.
No, you can't.
My 99
I know you can't.
grandma.
It's a rule, dude.
Just hurry the fuck up.
I know, but I have to do a whole intro, bro.
Okay.
What the fuck, dude? So at the end of Greece,
Give me a pen and paper.
yeah, go get him a pen and paper.
From the outskirt, right? You look like somebody I might not like.
Oh, everyone says that.
Yeah. Like if I
Everybody.
no, if I was in, let's say I was in Indiana and I'm lost, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in a cornfield and I see you with that hat and the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And I'll go, I need directions, but that's not the guy.
Everyone says that.
But you are the guy.
Dude, I'm the sweetest guy. in
I
the world.
understand that, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, in the beginning, you didn't seem like the guy.
I look like a meathead, and I come off like a hard penis. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
like everyone's like, oh, and I'm loud and obnoxious, and like
Yeah.
I say fucked up things.
And I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
Okay.
Right? But I really enjoy your lips.
Ooh, I did not take that the wrong way. By the way, that's one of the things in my
There's something
sweet
about
spot.
his lips is really puffy in the right ways.
Yep.
It looks
I have
like
really great lips.
It looks like a pussy.
I'll take it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
you have pussy lips.
I had a girl,
On
one
your
of the
face.
first girls I ever made out with said, I really like your lips. I like
Yeah.
your lips are soft. I swear to God, for like 5 years after that, I'd kiss like this. Like no muscle in my lip. Just
Yeah. Yeah.